Trias, as our topic is something that is not usually liked by many. No? So, to start with, let us first have a census of our attendees. No? Kanina nag-run through tayo, pero pwede po ba nating malaman kung ilan yung principals, ilan yung school administrators, ilan yung school owners na naririto ngayon? May way po ba para malaman yan? Anyone?
Ma'am Mary, do we have the ano po, Ma'am Mary?
Good morning po.
Good morning.
Yes.
Yes,
Morning, ma'am.
Yes po. Majority of the attendees po ay school heads. And
Okay.
So, wala pong teacher. Kung meron man po yung mga LIS po or dictators, but majority po ay school heads and leaders po. Administrators.
Thank you, ma'am. So, as an occupational health physician po, our practice kasi basically rely on legal basis. So, when I got invited to be our speaker today, I immediately agreed. Why? Because conducting this webinar is you complying to the Republic Act number 11036, also known as the Mental Health Act, Chapter 5, Section 24, which states that educational institutions shall conduct programs for educators and other employees to raise awareness on mental health issues. So it is truly an honor for me to be here with you today. I hope that you have complied with the Section 24, meaning that you already have your policies on identifying and providing support and services for individuals at risk and facilitating access of individuals with mental health conditions to treatment and psychosocial support. Okay, so enough for the introduction. Okay, so for this morning, I will be discussing mental health and its causes, the red flags on people having mental health issues, and lastly, some tips and strategies to be mentally healthy. So, first, let's discuss ano ba yung kaso ng mental health dito sa Philippines, no? So, according to WHO or World Health Organization, about 14% of the global population, or as many as 450 million people, suffer from mental and behavioral disorders. The Philippine WHO Special Initiative for Mental Health, which was conducted in the early part of 2020, showed that at least 3.6 million Filipinos suffer from one kind of mental, neurological, or substance use disorder. According to Health Secretary Duque, no, there is less than one mental health worker for every 100,000 Filipinos. Nakakalungkot, no? And many are currently unable to gain access to services. Moreover, the pandemic has further impacted mental health in groups such as older adults, healthcare providers, and people with underlying health conditions. So mental health is a serious matter and cannot be left unattended. There is nothing to be ashamed of when it comes to taking better care of one's mental health. We need to make a concerted effort at all levels if we are to help people with these conditions. Reported the spike in the number of Filipinos facing mental health issues due to the coronavirus pandemic. Their crisis hotline received an average of 30 to 35 calls per day from the usual 13 to 15 daily calls pre-pandemic. The monthly average calls related to suicide also increased to 45 calls per month. And the top reason, which is 30% of the calls per month, of people who reached out for help was due to anxiety-related concerns, which was expected due to the high uncertainty brought by the pandemic. Other reasons for calls include wanted to inquire for someone, needed someone to talk to, or needed referrals to a psychologist or a psychiatrist. So this is the NCMH crisis hotline. Just for the information of everyone, baka may kakilala kayo, i-refer nyo na. Okay. So now, what is health? What is mental health? The World Health Organization defined health as a state of complete physical, mental, and social well-being, and not merely the absence of disease or infirmity. While mental health is a state of well-being in which the individual realizes his or her own abilities, can cope with the normal stresses of life, can work productively and fruitfully, and is able to make contribution to his or her community. Anxiety, stress, fear, and worry. Pero, paano ba natin sila i-differentiate? Magkakaiba ba yan? Baka naman pare-pareho lang yan, iniba lang ng terms. No? So, depression. Let's start with depression. Sabi ng iba, yung depression, ay, malungkot lang yan. But no, depression isn't the same as being sad. No? It's normal to feel blue or unmotivated from time to time, but depression is more constant. Depression is a period of at least 2 weeks when a person experiences a depressed mood or loss of interest or pleasure in their activities and had a specified symptoms such as problems with eating, sleep, energy, concentration, or self-worth. Parang walang gana na. People with depression were found to have smaller hippocampus. Hippocampus is a part of the brain which play a role in the long-term memory. And their serotonin receptors act differently. And usually, yung mga taong may depression, mababa yung serotonin levels. So, yung medication o yung gamot na binibigay sa kanila is something that would increase the serotonin levels. Next, angst is a natural response to life's ups, downs, twists, and turns. Anxiety, that uneasy, unsettling feeling that something unwelcome or uncertain is about to happen, can even have some benefits. Anxiety can help motivate you to work hard on important tasks. For example, to protect yourself against an immediate threat of violence when your fight or flight instinct kicks in. But anxiety can quickly turn from a motivator to an underminer when it brings along physical symptoms such as your heart starts racing, you sweat and get chills, your chest tightens, and you have trouble focusing. And there are no immediate or dangerous threats present. Other symptoms can include shaking, stomach aches, excessive worrying, ruminating, or avoidance of certain places, activities, or even people. So, una, having too much to do as being expected. Taas ng tiwala sa'yo ng mga tao. Hindi mo na alam kung ano unahin mo. Next, having toxic relationship. May mga relationship tayo na puro away, laging galit, imbes na nagtutulungan, sila pa yung nagbabangayan, sila pa yung nagdelete sa ikababagsak ng bawat isa. Yon, toxic relationship yon. Next is experiencing major life challenges, such as losing a loved one, moving away from home, starting a new job or school, losing a job, getting married, or having a child. So, sa baniling salita, ito yung mga milestones. No? Kapag naka-experience ka ng milestones, parang gugulat ka, kaya ko ba to? Lalo na sa halimbawa, bagong mother ka, kaya ko ba palakihin to? No? Kasi maraming nahinto ang trabaho, o kaya sa kung anumang dahilan na nagkakaroon tayo ng financial problems. Next is being chronically sick or fatigued. Sa panahon natin ngayon sa pandemic, yung mga chronically sick, ang laki talaga ng problema nila. Kasi sobrang high risk sila na mahawa ng COVID. Kasi mababa yung immune system nila. Next, using of substances or alcohol. Being a victim of a crime. So yung mga, halimbawa, rape victim, hindi nyo alam kung anong klaseng stress ang kinaharap nila. Hindi nila alam kung paano nila i-face yung mundo. No? Kaya pa ba nilang bumangon? And next is living in poverty or having poor living conditions. Nagkakaroon sila ng problem kung ano yung uunahin. So, ang sabi dito, ang ginawa nilang solution is consider the priority, weigh the advantages and challenges. No? And then, kung ano yung mas matimbang, then doon tayo. Second is employees' individual differences in beliefs and views. So, halimbawa, sa vaccine na lang, hindi naman lahat gusto magpa-vaccine. No? Iba talaga anti-vaxxers. No? Ayaw nilang magpa-vaccine, magiging zombie ka daw pag binaksinan ka. No? Hindi naman natin pwedeng sabihin sa kanila na, kaya ibatas sa kanila na kailangan mo magpa-vaccine para magtrabaho ka dito. Kasi bawal yon, di ba? So, kailangan natin i-respect yung each other's point of view, no? And as anchored with the school's PBMGO. Actually, sinerch ko tong PBMGO kasi hindi ko alam eh. Ano pala to? Philosophy, vision, mission, goals, and hindi ko alam yung O.
Objectives.
Objectives. Ayun. Thank you, ma'am. Next, third problem is high cost in maintenance and other expenses. Lalo na sa ating mga private schools, syempre kayo, gastos nyo lahat yan. Kahit na online learning, syempre nagbubukas pa rin yung school paminsan-minsan dahil merong doon gumagawa yung mga teachers, no? So, sabi nila, they resorted to outsourcing and fund loans. Next is staff retention. Madami daw sa staff nila lumilipat sa public school. No? So, ang ginawa daw nilang solution is they increase the benefits, especially the salaries. Tapos naglagay sila ng additional incentives, educational assistance, health card, accidents, and life insurance. And then, yung declining enrollment. So, they offered study now, pay later. Nagkaroon ng overlapping of promissory notes, special scheme payments, reducing of other fees. Yung iba, in-exclude yung books. Kasi sabi, pwede naman daw online na lang yung books. So, tinanggalan nila. And nagkaroon din sila ng school promotion through social media, via tarpaulins, flyers, etc.